I woke to the smell of buttery biscuits wafting in my windows. So whoever's doing this is shitty. I can't let you go. Never in my 29 years of life. So sick of you. Why did I get such a big ass brush? Hey guys, welcome back. Grab a seat because today we're going to be doing my makeup, answering a few of your burning questions, and just yapping and hanging. I will start this by saying, fun fact about me, there was a time in my life where I actually was not going to go to college and I wanted to become, go to beauty school, cosmetology. I'm super into skincare. Also, my big ass travel bag because I've been traveling a ton. I did makeup all the time for proms and things like that in my area. I never went to them. I maybe went to a few, but I oftentimes would opt to do hair and makeup, make that money. And in my humble opinion, the most important step of makeup is the prep. Prep isn't good. The makeup's never going to sit good. Let's put this baby on. Yesterday, I asked on my stories and in my book club for burning questions you guys would want answers to. And you did come through with quite a few. So we're going to answer those throughout the video today. There's like a frog in my throat. Ribbit. Are you empty? I don't want to buy more. Should also know I dyed my eyebrows last night. They don't normally look so dark from the jump. Okay, let's try to pull up some of these questions. The first question's from Desiree. Okay, would you ever write a book? If yes, then what genre? I am not a good writer. I know that. I've been knowing that since I was really little. But fun fact, my mom is actually an author, a children's author. And so when I was younger, I was like, I'm going to be an author. And all the time, I would sit down in my room. I remember it vividly at this little white desk and look out my window. There was a barn in my childhood bedroom, outside. And I would write these stories about pilgrims. And in these stories, I would start every single one with what I thought was absolute poetic genius. And it would say, I woke to the smell of buttery biscuits wafting in my windows. I don't know. I thought I got something. I would then continue to make my mom and brother sit there, listen to the whole story I wrote. There was this one book I read as a kid, God, where it was they were in a museum that was actually quarantined and they were pilgrims, but it was real life outside. Does anyone know the book I'm referencing? All this to be said that, no, I didn't even get to the point. I'm not made to write. I have ideas for books. I have 2 ideas for books that I love the idea of, but it's not my skill set. I think they're really cool stories, but sometimes you gotta know, I feel like a lot of people be writing books these days, you know? And sometimes you just have to know when not to, and I know that. I'm not a good writer. My diary is proof. This is what I mean about a glowy base, a good base. If you don't have a, look at that. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you can't get this part good, it's not gonna sit good. I've fallen in love with the Merit complexion stick. Truthfully, I can't get enough. I don't know how I lived without it before. I am tan for summer right now. Then I go in with this little booty. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, while I do this, let's get our next question. Dream Champagne. I'm curious how you think others can get started in the industry. It's very cool. Both you and Emily are young and have found these innovative jobs with books. That's so cute of you, babe. I think there's always space. The author space is growing every day. And with that being said, the space we work in is growing every day. So for reference, I don't just do social media. While it's a main part of what I do, I also do marketing and design for authors. And what this commenter is suggesting also is Emily, which is my bestie girl. She does social media management for authors. So that's where the reference came in, and she also does social media. So all this to be said, more authors join the community every day, and therefore there's more space for people that they need support from. I think there's so much space for everyone. I'm also the person where I'm everyone should get involved. It's a great opportunity. You know what I mean? I'm that person. I'm yeah, join us. Okay. Next question from Sunset Roses. Why choose books with more than 4 guys? I love your videos. Ooh, I've got you, babe. This is like one of my favorite topics. Why choose books? If you don't know this about me, it is my favorite genre trope. I just love a good why choose. So a lot of them are typically four. The number one book that comes to mind for me when asking this question is going to be Ironside Academy by Jane Washington. This is a 10 book boyfriends. Like, she has 10 boyfriends. Okay. It's Omega versus Jason, and I'm gonna be honest, I think a vast majority, ew, it looks kind of muddy here. We're gonna fix that. A vast majority of the books where you're gonna be looking for this will be Omegaverse, because I feel like that's kind of where that trope sits. Pack Darling is another one that is Omegaverse. Oh, that's Four Guys. Four Guys. Four Guys. Those are the main ones I can think of. Can y'all think of something else that I'm not thinking of? A little bit, baby. A little bit. We're going to let this sit for a second, because that's going to be part of the way that this works. Concealers need to adhere for a second. Okay, Casey. Rank your book boys and girls who were side characters that you wish got to tell their own story. Wow. I should have thought about that question before I hit play or started this video, because let's start with my favorite book, which is the Harlequin Crew series. Hello? I probably need an energy drink. I have one in my fridge. Hold on. You stay here and make sure no one breaks in. Whatever. We're trying a new flavor. I normally love the Shirley Temple one, but they were out when I went to the store. So we got a raspberry lemon. Are you fucking... You're worthless. Never in my 29 years of life. It's good, but it's not as good. Okay, back to what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Oh, okay, so for the Harlequin Crew series, I'm going to say, is this a spoiler? The authors have already hinted that this specific character is going to get their own book. Don't know when. It's been a few years. They have re-mentioned it recently. Luther. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so other book series that I've loved, let's think. I feel like a lot of authors do this, so that's why this is tough. I'll have to think of, I'm like looking out of a bookshelf right here. I'm looking at this shelf to see if anything comes to mind. Oh, is this basic? Twilight, I would like Rosalie and Alice to get their full stories. 1000%. I think that's needed. A lot of these are like deep lore seated series that come to mind, honestly. I'm like looking at Hunger Games. I'm like, yeah, there's Finnick. I would love to get his story. I think it's going to come eventually. It's going to hurt. I thought Haymitch's story hurt. Fuck, I feel nothing until I've read Finnick's. Okay, so I've recently been layering powder with my cream, which I have not done a cream blush yet. Let's go here. Whoa. This is kind of a fun, this is normally my fall blush, but okay. We're going to start up here, and then I'll show you where we snake it. No, where's my blush? Over here. I saw them talking about how they did Zendaya's blush for the Odyssey and how it was brought down. I'm always hesitant to do that because I naturally have a rosacea. Let's see if we can do that with the powder a little bit. We're just going to start with our layering base of creams, right? And then you always want to hit your forehead, especially during the summer when you're trying to make yourself look bronzier, because you would naturally get a little bit of a burn on your forehead. So if you want to make your stuff look natural, you can do a little bit on your chin too. All right, we're going to go in with a powder to set some things. I haven't even done my eyebrows. That's because they look so perfect to begin with. Yeah, there's not going to be much I need to do to these babies today, which I love when I dye my brows. I'm going to just bring them out. One thing about me is I do like my eyebrows to start a little bit more center to my eyes. So I will build that out a little bit and just fill in any sparseness, because I see some. Let's also put the stain on now to let this sit. This is from e.l.f. I think this is Cherry Cola. No, Blush Tiente. Okay, I was like dead wrong. I should probably be looking at you guys while I do this, but the mirror's here, so tough nuts. I'm like, who's doing this? Because whoever's doing this is shitty. So we're just gonna let this sit and dry and marinate. Okay, I was doing powder. Baby, now that I found you, I can't let you go. Even though you don't need me, you don't need me. Ask what I've been watching. No, I don't want more that peachy. I want whatever. It's mixing colors now. These are the spots I just naturally hit with powder because it helps lighten and brighten everything up. And I'll let this sit for a second. There is this one, I think it's hard candy, but they literally don't sell in any stores. That is a powder melter that I really want to get my hands on. And then I'm going to save some of this on the powder puff for after I do my eyebrows. And you'll see why. Because I don't like my eyebrows to be shiny. Let's answer another question. Enough about my face. Enough. What got you into Belbing Frenchies? What got you into reading? And this isn't a question, but I love you, girly. And I love you too. Because you're a long one. You get it. What got me into reading? So when I was really young, I hated reading. I despised it. I think it had a lot to do with curriculum given in school. It ruined it for me. But everyone was going to the movies and they were going to see the Twilight movies. And my mom said I was not allowed to go to the movies with all my friends unless I read the books. She said, you cannot go see a movie unless you read the Bible first, pretty much. And then it became my Bible. I became obsessed. I literally read, this is how I should have known it was downhill for me. There was a scene in Eclipse where like she gets to his house and all of a sudden there's a bed in his room. She's like, wait, why is there a bed? And then they like, a little bit, PG. But I read that chapter every single night for months. It was so creased. I don't know if I have that original copy anymore. Dented and bented. I was enthralled. I should have known I'd end up here then. So yeah, that got me into reading. And then, I had gone through college. Life just got a lot and I wasn't reading as much. And then my dear friend, Alexa, was like telling me about this book. And I've always seen the Crave series by Tracy Wolff on the shelves and recognized it looked similar to Twilight, but never thought nothing of it. And she was like, no, you need to read it. So I was reading it with her and it had references of Harry Styles and like Twilight references. And I thought that was super fun. So I started there and then it was just kind of downhill. And for a while, Alexa, like I would be like, okay, what did you read after? What's my next read? And she would just kind of dictate my reads. And we were talking about this the other day, how funny it is that has changed. She now comes to me and she's like, all right, what's my next read? So yeah, I guess that's like my little reading storyline. This is my favorite eyebrow pencil. You do not need to buy expensive things. This is Revolution Makeup in dark brown, I think. I have repurchased 6 of these. The best. Okay, next question. When are you coming back to Romantasy? I wasn't there last time you visited. From Irene. I need to come back. So what Irene is specifically talking about are there's 2 romance bookstores I love going to. Kind of in my area. They're a little bit of a drive, but I like going there. The first of which is Kiss and Tale. Those are my girls. Kiss and Tale in Collingswood, New Jersey. Oh my God, it means everything to me. I don't go often because it feels wrong to go without Emily. Me and Emily always go together. And like, it feels, I know I'm the one that lives here. Oh my God, did I get hurt under this ring? Okay, so I cut myself. That's like super cute. This is me and Emily's friendship ring, speaking of which. But that's fucking cute. Oh. Why did I just kiss this on camera? Okay. Any hoodles. It feels wrong to go without her, but I'm the one that lives here, Emily. So anyways, and then there's another one up the street, which is the Romantasy bookstore. And it is so much fun. I found so many good books. You can sell your used books there. You can buy used, like it's a great spot. So I need to go soon. I think I just need to plan a day for myself. I'm currently actually recording this video on a new camera, the Insta360 Luna. And obsessed with you, baby. It feels like I have Wall-E in front of me, TBH. Did this work? We'll see. We'll let it dry. This is the MCO Beauty dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless whatever. I bought 1 million of those. I don't give a fuck. I'm obsessed with MCO Beauty. Anyways, I'm gonna plan a day to go to those places because I really do miss those bookstores. Those two are my favorite romance bookstores in the area. It's just a little bit further up the road from Kiss and Tell. I don't recall. It's kind of closer to Cherry Hill, which is perfect because I love Lush, and there's a Lush in the Cherry Hill Mall. Okay. Gindi said match Real Housewives cities to books you've loved, like I did with the Love Island people. So unfortunately, I have bad news for you, babe. I don't watch Real Housewives. I probably could get recon from my bestie girl who loves them. Okay, so this was a test I just did. There are I've seen some people saying that you can just spray some of these setting sprays in and it'll melt the powder. It did a decent job, but it's not a powder melting one like these other ones are. Okay, and then we're just gonna pat, let's go back to this part. Pat over the eyebrows because I like them to be more of a matte finish than a sheen. What are your favorite Lush products? Funny you should ask, Rose. That is a must buy. I genuinely feel like I need to do a whole video on this because Lush is so back, baby. I cannot get enough of Lush. No, you don't understand. I was standing in the Lush store the other day and there was this woman asking an employee questions and I barged in and I said, I have the answers for you. So to answer your questions, there's a few things that I swear by. The body bars, in love with them. The sleep one specifically, and then the Brazilian Boom are my favorites. I also love the coconut body butter. I've almost crushed an entire container. Like, my skin has never been more moisturized. I feel like you guys would be really proud of me. There's these little, I have very sensitive skin. So, like, I'm not to play about what I'm putting on my face. Okay, so maybe she's blush blind. Maybe it's Maybelline, maybe she's blush blind. It's kind of giving rosacea, no? This one is Milani. This is my favorite. It's Ciao Bella. This pressed powder. Okay, so there's these little like facial oil tabs. It's four, you break it up and you, oh my God. I'm also gonna say that I was not a big fan of the Super Milk for a minute because I'm not very vanilla, warm, centered, gourmandy forward, especially in the summer. But I did get the sparkly one because I feel like it smelled different on my skin than a normal one. I had the man in my building stop me. Guys, get this story. I literally won't stop talking about it because I feel like such hot shit. I come down the elevator and there's two of the guys that work in my building for maintenance. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I have to stop you. I really hope this doesn't come off weird. And immediately you're like, why would it come off weird? And he's like, we have all been talking about you. I'm like, well, fuck, what did I do this time? You know? He's like, we can always tell when we've gotten in the elevator after you. You smell so good. And I don't want to come off weird. What is it that you're wearing? I want to buy it for my wife. My family was so sick and tired of me. I would not shut up about this interaction for easily a week. And it was backed up by my sister-in-law telling me I'm one of the funniest people she's ever met. Oh my God. It was the greatest week of my life. So anyways, it was the Super Milk that I'd been wearing. And so I have that from the Lush, the Super Milk. And then I also have the Super Milk shampoo for my hair. I want to get a hair scrub. One thing I don't like from Lush is their body scrubs. I have one that's purple, stained my entire shower. Don't get those. I don't like the scrub bee. I bought it. Not a huge fan, to be completely honest. So there are some things I don't like, but those are a lot of my favorites. Maybe I do a whole video on this. Let me know if you want a video on that. I'll take you with me maybe shopping at Lush and then come home and tell you about all my favorite products. So fun. Let's move on. Unky Skylar. She's in our book club and I love her. If you're not a member of our book club, the link is down below. By our, I mean me and Emily's. She said, how many partners in a why choose situation do you think you could handle? None. Honestly, I'm just not made like that. I love reading it, but the reality of the situation is I could never pull that off. Not me using this ancient Becca freaking highlighter. It has a good mirror. What can I say? Yeah, I could just never pull it off. It's hard for me to be attentive to one person. So I wouldn't, no. How many do I wish for? Because that feels like a really good, like that's a classic why choose number. But I'm answering truthfully here. Okay, Broad says, not a Q&A, but I just wanted to say thank you for all the amazing recommendations. I could have removed that question, but I just wanted to leave it in. So sick of you. I'm sick of you. Kelly, how to get more comfortable in front of a camera. You're great at it. Thank you, babe. This is the same recommendation I give to people time and time again, because there was a time, if you were to scroll back to the beginning of my time on TikTok, you will see I was a faceless account. Not for long, because I ran out of content ideas. But I was a faceless account. And it's because it can be daunting. And it took a while for me to get comfortable in front of the camera, but I will tell you when it changed for me. I pretended my best friend was sitting behind you. And this may even sound crazy. Put a picture of their ass there, okay? Like, right there, and just talk to them. Talk to them as if you're talking to your bestie. And that's honestly what I think does so well for me, because for a while I was trying to change my approach because I wanted to be more like the other people. You know what I mean? Like, conform, whatever. This is how I sit here and talk to my girls. And hence why I talk to you guys this way, because you are my girls. What a kiss ass. Brown noser, brown noser. Anyways, oh my god, this is the ColourPop. I don't know what shade this is. And Forever Friday. These like jelly shimmers. Okay, they actually dry fast, so I do need to shut the fuck up for a second. Why did I get such a big ass brush? Girl, you couldn't have gotten a smaller. Oh my god. Yeah, let me just use a fucking blush brush on my eyeball, you fucking idiot. This looks so pretty on the eye, though. It does feel like I've done, like, kind of a whole eye look. Actually, like, really cute. We're gonna put lashes on today, too. This is like, one of the oldest products I have, the Inglot highlight. And it's still in its prime, honestly. The thing is, too, when you do makeup for, like, social media, if that makes sense, you gotta lay it on a little bit thicker, like, for video recording, so it shows up in frame. It's like stage makeup. So fun fact, when I'm doing stuff like this, I actually can't see out of this eyeball, so this is not gonna match. I always forget until I go to do my winged liner, because then I can't really see. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Low-key, does that match? No. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna put lashes on, so it doesn't really matter much anyways. I love these ones. I can't even tell you what brand they are because it's covered in my glue. Do you guys want to know a secret? And it may be up, I know. One thing about me is I've always said if I were to ever make a secondary account on social media, it would be an ASMR account. I love ASMR. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm a very anxious person. And when I tell you it zens me out, I so seriously mean it. I've been thinking about starting an ASMR account. I don't know. So if you see it and it comes up, just support your girl. So you probably won't see as many. Maybe I'll still do like the book ASMR long form on here every now and then. But for like TikTok, maybe if it's up, I'll put it on the screen right now. And this is the only way you'll know about it. Okay, so I put a little bit of mascara on. Okay, I take my eyelashes very seriously because I don't want them to look too clunky. So in this set, I have 12s, 10s, and 8s. So my lash map that I normally do, these are brown, by the way. I'm gonna do 2 8s, 3 10s, and a 12. I don't like them super long. And I put them up under my lashes, which is why the curl was so vital. So I'm gonna put the 12s on last, actually. I have a method here. So when you put it on, you wanna get it on the top side of the band, like this. Can you even see that? Probably not. And then I'm gonna let them marinate for a second. And by marinate, I mean get tacky. I got them all on each eye. I'm gonna actually go in. I'm gonna get the 12s prepped. And I think it looks really good, especially when I have a little wing behind it, which is why I chose to do that today. Okay, this eye is finished. I'm gonna press it once I make sure everything's set. Can you see up under here the way it's put? Probably not. Like, can you see that? I am gonna go through and press them because I do feel like little bits and bobs. I'm gonna add the lip combo when I'm ready to start filming, so I will loop back with that. In the meantime, I think today for my hair, I'm gonna crimp it. So we're gonna have to go in and fix this today because did you hear that? My shoulder just popped out. So I'm gonna go off cam and I'll loop back when this is done. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have this clipped up to try to get some volume up here, but here's how my crimped hair looks. I'm also listening to Crown Me Dead right now by Liv Xander. I posted a story about this yesterday. The maggots. Oh, but the thing is, I'm intrigued. And that is my first problem, my second, and my last. So here we are. I heard it's going to destroy me. Super fun. The stain is stained now, which we love. So we're going to get a quick gloss. Yeah, let's go with like a bubble gum. I think I know where that is. I love the Maybelline Lifter line. Like insane. I've been using it for years. And this one is bubblegum, literally. Like, are you joking? Only thing that could be better is like a little bit of sparkle in it, but even then, I'm feeling good. Okay, hold on. Well, on that note, thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit today. This was really fun. If you have more questions, let me know and we can do another Q&A or another get ready with me. You let me know. Actually, I kind of want a little bit more of this. And if you have any YouTube video requests, please let me know, because now that I have this camera, like, nothing's holding me back, you know? The world is, in fact, my oyster. So I would love to start doing a few more videos on this platform. And now, for real, thanks for hanging out. I will see you again next time. Bye.